everyone at Animation West Africa. This is Adeboye Adegbenro saying hello, Bawuni, how are you, Kedu? And I'm here to show you how to navigate your way through this simple Flipboom Allstar 2.0 software. And I'm going to first use this typing tool, and I'm going to just draw uh, a line uh, to start to use this tool. I'm going to look for something like a Comic Sans Serif, and I'm going to start typing, and I'm going to type welcome. I'm going to type welcome to my tutorial AWA. And exclamation. And so I welcome you, and then I'm going to just send this away quickly and delete. So that's how to type, to do all your titles and all the things that you need to add to this. So let's get started. In the beginning, I'm going to show you all the tools. On this right are the tools that you normally see in applications like PS and all other paint applications: brush, select tool, pencil, eraser, paint, blah blah blah. And then also some geometry, rectangle, spheres, or you call these ellipses, and some other tools, eyedrop button, and then you have send your image back or bring it to front. You have a group and deselect, you have select and ungroup, you have your brush toggle, and then you have where your characters will be right here. So you could select any character you want. You could select this kid, for example, will be dropped in there. You could select this monkey, and the monkey is right there, and you could have as many characters as you want on the screen at a time. So these are the very, very valuable um, extra stuff that's inside of Flipboom for kiddies to play with. So you can also save your drawings in here. For example, by clicking here, you can create your collection. And here I have my own collection of butterflies that I drew and saved myself. I drew that with pencil and saved it in here myself. I could drag in this butterfly, and then I could go back to my brush. Always go back to your brush to select, do the selection, and then go here, and then you select the butterfly, and then now it's bigger, and then you could do some rotation as well. You rotate through the edges, something like that, and then you can rotate your object at any time. So what else? Then you also have backgrounds. I'll go back in here and click and show you some backgrounds. You have all the other tools. You have fish, you have backgrounds in here, both color and not in color. And then you could select a background and drag it in, and because it's right in here, I'm going to delete that and click under here to show you where the background should go. The background goes here, the character level goes up here. So the background will go down here. So when I pull the background down here, you see what happens. So the background goes down here, and I'll select it, go back to my brush, selection tool, and drag. See what happens. I have a full background. All right. full of characters. And then what else should I show you that's important? Okay, if you need to add more to the scene, you have to select both the background and the character level and click and click and click. But also, you could just, if you need to use this background for a scene, you could just click how many backgrounds you need. I'm clicking about 9. So then I could have these characters move. I could have the fish come from here and start moving forward. You know, I could start the fish out from here, and because I have this on, that's why you see the green, to show you where the fish is coming from or where the fish is going, or to help you do the breakdown and the in-betweens. So the next drawing, the fish is right here, I move the fish here. So the next drawing, the fish is right here, and then I have to copy this one more time by clicking on this duplicate page, and then I keep moving the fish forward. Duplicate the page one more time, move the fish out of the screen. Duplicate the page, and then the fish is completely out of focus. So then I can pick on another character to animate, and I could start to animate, make extra page, animate this monkey, bounce up and down. This is kiddie stuff, but I'll show you how to actually draw on this. So here we go. Extra, make him stretch, and number 9, make him roll over. Okay, so these two girls are just standing there doing nothing, and I'm not going to touch them, just for the purpose of this intro, just to show you the interface, what you need to know, and how to use the tools. So, but I've not used the brush yet. I'll be doing that in our second exercise, second tutorial. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stop, make a movie out of this. First, I'm going to play to see what I have. So that's what I got. And yeah, the fish is going, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to clear the screen and do a quick another animation for you. So here I'm going to select everything on the screen, or you could select them this way and then keep deleting, and then select this way and then delete everything, and everything is deleted. So I select my my brush. So you could make the brush bigger or smaller here, right? Brush bigger or smaller. So I'll make it just slightly big like that, and you could select your type of color you want to use. So here I'm going to start to draw something. Let me see. Let me draw a head of a person. Right, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. The eye should be somewhere here, so and the lips and the ear. could do as many as you want, and then you could save that in the library. That's the cool thing about this software. And then the eye, I'm quickly doing this because I'm doing a tutorial. So but you can go ahead and make a really fine, nice looking one, better than mine, and and come show it on Animation West Africa. That would be nice to see other people's work. So here I'm going to change the color to a little bit lighter. What this application doesn't have is there's no gradient. So because of that, uh, you have to just do with what you have. So this is what I have for um, making my animation. So I'll continue the animation by keeping on drawing. But before I do that, let me go back and undo. Here's your undo button right here. And the reason is I want you to see what's going on without the color, because that's how you know how to where your animation is going, how you can do your breakdowns and in-betweens. So next I'm going to copy this guy again and then alter. So I'm gonna go to and then try to make him talk. So to make him talk, I'm going to, because his head is still in one spot, you're not going to see the next drawing. So I'm going to move his head by moving the central axis. I'll move it down here. I'll move his head like that, so you could see it. So you could do your in between that way. You see that? And don't bother about these numbers, because you could actually move this drawing to number 3 if you want. What I notice is if I move this drawing to number 3, it's not going to move. But if I move it to number 4, it's go to number 3. So that's good thing, you know. And that way you'll be able to do your in-between on number 2. So to do the in-between on number 2, all I need to do is just copy this one more time. Select this, copy that, and here's your copy button right here. And then go to number 2 and then paste. And then do the rotation. Before you do the rotation, make sure you move the central axis, move it down and turn it that way. And now it looks good. See, simple animation. Most animation is just repetition, really, and then slight adjustment to face, eyes, nose, eyebrows, and simple things like that. So if I want him to start talking here, this is where the work is. So I could start knock off this this light box, knock off that, and go to my eraser and erase the lips, lower lip, and the chin, and draw something like that. The chin goes down more, and then I check my drawing to see if I have it closer to what it's supposed to be, and then I play the animation. So, and then on number 3, do the mouth like it's actually, then you can do some erasing and correct things out. Right. So, and here we go with the first 3 drawings, and then you can start to add things to that. You could also store your drawings. You could store them one by one in the library and make them, you could save the mouth separately, save the nose separately, the eye separately, the face and the hair separately, or the hair separately as well. So, but I'm just going to show you how to save that. So I am saving number 3, and I'm selecting number 3, and I'm going to save it here in the library right here. So I'll create a template for that, and I'll say import, I think, export will bring it into the library. So my drawing is in there, and then you can drag it out anytime. For example, I can just drag it in and I have the same drawing. So I'm going to undo that, and then I could start to color. So after your animation, or if you know exactly what to do, the only downside here is you'll be able to see your in between and your breakdowns when you without color. But when you have color, it covers some areas, so you'll not be able to see everything. But the good thing is, at least you have the luxury of saving your work and you reusing them at any time, and then adding colors later. So now I'm going back to my brush, get the color, black hair, and the skin tone, drop it in there. Right there should be darker, so I'll move it in and there. And so I have the head animation going on. So same thing here. No, that should not be so. That should be, yes. This is a good opportunity to show you how to use a eyedrop icon. So I go there, I select my color, I go here, I, I use the paint bucket to add paint to this, and then go here, same thing, paint bucket, add paint to this, and then go back here. I still have my paint bucket selected, and then I need the black for the hair, and something like that. And then go to the third one, depending on what you want. You could approach it any way you want. So 3 drawings, and guy opening his mouth. So I think with this very short tutorial, you could start to move things around, to fill the screen, to make sure your this edge of your aspect ratio is not showing. Click on this, and that will fill up the screen for you. And then to move your drawing on the screen, you could use the hand tool, and to bring it back to number 1, use that to bring it back to number 3. It's right there. And then to do to loop it, you use this icon right here. To make it faster, you use this icon right here, this dial, and then it's going to be really fast now, right? And then I usually put it around here, and that's about good enough. Okay, so I'll stop here. I think this tutorial will show you how to navigate, how to make some animation, quick animation. And before I go, there are some tools here too I need to show you. What do they do? Well, this one does auto rotation, and then this one does translation, and auto bounce, and auto stretch, and clear, auto animate. So you try them all. You know, they have the good, whatever good they do. So but here is your how to make your movie. You go to Flash or QuickTime, or you go directly to YouTube, and or to your iPhone, or directly to Facebook, so I go here and I call this AWA TST, and I save that, and it's gonna play instantly, and that's it. That's our animation. And then you could add backgrounds to it if you want. If you want to add backgrounds to it, or a simple background, you could go here, those are the eyes that came with the application, and some monsters, and some creatures, and some characters. So take a background here and drag it in. For example, I could drag this background. Looks like his head is floating in space. So but that's the idea. You could have your background. And how do you stretch it? Very simple. You go here, back to your brush, always go back there, select, and stretch it to fill the screen. And there you go. Now you see that I didn't fill up the eyes for this guy, so I'll go back to my character, select white, and fill up the eye, and that will not disturb the background. So I hope you enjoy yourself like I did making this simple drawing, and uh, all the best. And AWA, we can go wrong. So from Toonefx, I'm Adeboye Adegbenro signing off.